Not what I want my receivers to be doing in the locker room.
Real quick, I just noticed this for the first time. The start of season 2. We are on the wrong sides of the offensive and defensive line here.
Thanks.
A good start.
There it is. Oh, well.
Welcome to season
That's
2.
funny.
Chris Hansen here, and I'm going to need you all to take a seat right over there and check out Birds versus Boys.
I think you're completely right here, and I hate it.
Yep. Hey, idiots. Stop doing dumb things.
I got 2 phones.
Upset alert. Upset alert. I might go insane.
I think you're already there. There's no hope. Hope is gone.
If this was an AFC North podcast, we'd be done in 15 minutes.
Bob Hope.
I'm going to drink bleach. That
Be the team you promised me you were going to be this year.
This is the Consciously Hopeful podcast.
I'll be watching.
Welcome to episode 74, technically episode 1 of season 2 of Birds vs. Boys. Why? Because NFL football starts tonight. That's if you are listening on Thursday or watching on Thursday. If you're watching or listening on Friday, it happened yesterday. But for us recording, it's actually happening tomorrow. So a lot's happening. But all that means is football is happening. Aidan, we have so much to get to. So I'm just going to kick it to you.
All right. We are renewed for season 2.
Let's go.
Yeah. Amazing we made it past the pilot episode. But we are here. All right. We have probably the longest, most tenuous technical notes of all time tonight.
Ever.
So, eyes on me, mouths closed, ears open, just like school. All right, let's get into this. We'll be serious for 2 minutes, drop all the notes, and we'll be good from there. So, as Kevin mentioned, this was technically season 2. Football is back. If you didn't know, we are a football podcast. We have a lot of new people. A lot of people from TikTok, Instagram, everything like that. Last year during the season, we did 2 episodes per week. With football being back, we are going back to 2 episodes per week. The schedule is changing. We are going to record Sunday nights. So you get the raw reactions from Kevin and I from our games and from around the league. It'll drop Monday morning. So on your commute to work on Monday, you'll be hearing us react live. If you listen to week 1 of last year, I don't know if that'll ever be topped, but those are the reactions that you're going to be getting. Mm-hmm. It will not be every single week. We have plans. Like, for instance, I am literally going to the game in Atlanta this week. So I will not be here Sunday. I will probably be in Magic City. Also, Kevin might be going on a boat trip with his father-in-law. He clearly hasn't seen the season 1 of Outer Banks because You don't go on boat trips with your father-in-law. They try to kill you.
Awesome.
So that's interesting. But going forward, maybe not this week, but the weeks going forward, Sunday night record, drop Monday morning. That'll be the fan reaction, react to the games. Wednesday night we will record as we do now. That'll drop Thursday morning. That'll be with our interviews. We plan to have guests all season long, just like we had last year, looking ahead to the week and just like more structured, less raw reaction. Mm-hmm. So some of that is new. Some of that is what we had last season, just changing up the days a little bit. Now, here's what's new for this year. And this is big.
Huge.
We are going to be huge. Thank you. Huge. New for this year, we are streaming some NFL weeks at Showboat in Atlantic City, presented by VigIt. VigIt has been with us all the way since March Madness of last year. They've been fantastic.
Your greatest day as a brander.
What's that?
Your greatest day as a brander.
Yeah, my math tutor, if he watched that video, he would literally shoot me. So we're back with VigIt another year. We're happy to partner with them. They're going to be sponsoring it. We are going to be live streaming games there. So it'll be live on @brandedsports_, unless we get our old account back.
Still trying.
Fingers crossed. We're trying right now. So follow that account. They're doing a giveaway right now where you can win tickets to Eagles, Cowboys, or $500. The first stream is this week, week 1 for the 4 p.m. games. Kevin will be live there. Vince will be producing it. Keith will also be there. Somehow Joe got in there. I haven't fully prepared my hostile takeover of this company just yet. So he'll be there. It is literally streamed in a boxing ring in the middle of Showboat Casino. So you can bet with us. We'll stream it, and you can place your bets on VigIt. Get in the betting league that we have going. You can bet against us. Here's the thing. It's low risk, high reward. That's what you want your draft picks to be. You can bet all these things. It doesn't cost you any money, and you can win prizes for doing it. We just download the VigIt app, VIGIT, search betting leagues, put in the password baseball93. You're right in there with us. You'll see all of our names. Speaking of betting with us and joining betting competitions, huge. OddsCrowd. OddsCrowd. If you already follow us on our personal Twitters, you know this has been going down for college football, but it doesn't stop there. OddsCrowd is a free betting app. Again, free. You do not have to put money in. There is no catch to this. You do not need a credit card. You do not need a bankroll. You need nothing. You just need to download a free app. We are doing a season-long betting competition that you can be in and will be in too. No money down required, and you could win $30,000. It's an NFL season-long competition. So you place your bets, and the most profitable person at the end is the winner of $30,000. And now that's the big one. We're in a college football one on OddsCrowd as well. But they do week-long competitions, so you can win 150, 200, 350. So if you want to, you can do a week 1 NFL competition, a week 2 college football one, and win money. And that's just for the week, but you can do the season-long one with us as well. Most profitable one wins at the end. Download the app, and here are our promo codes. Kevin is brand 2. BRAND is in dog 2. I am brand 11, so definitely choose that one. BRAN is in Nancy. For some reason, I didn't get a D.
I don't understand how that happened.
I wish I would have phrased that one differently. But I am brand 11. BRAN 11. Vince is BRAN 14. You can use any of those promo codes when you sign up.
Brand 2.
Well, no. 11. Lucky 11, just like Carson Wentz.
2. You forgot a D and you added a number.
I didn't forget a D.
No, not you. Whoever made your,
Oh, yeah. It wasn't me. But yeah, so I'm really excited about OddsCrowd. We're going to be doing them later because we're bringing our picks back for this episode. Easy to use app. I love going into it. I love the interface of it. I love, again, both of these apps, low risk, high reward. You
no
can
risk.
only win money. Yeah, no risk. Even better. It's a sure thing. Like you do. If you lose $0. It's like if you were to trade and not trade any draft picks and get a player in return. And maybe that player pans out. Maybe it doesn't. But who cares? You didn't give up anything for it. This is perfect.
It's like trading a kicker for the MVP of the league in fantasy.
Yeah, it could be. If you win $30,000 for just downloading an app, like you hit the lottery. You did a $1 scratch off and got $30,000. It's unreal.
I love it. So
OddsCrowd, you can follow them on Twitter as well. It's just as the word says, phonetically, ODDSCROWD, OddsCrowd. And then lastly, we've prefaced this before on previous episodes, but we're getting close. So we want to bring it up again. The Birds vs. Boys giveaway. If we hit 1,000 followers by the beginning of football season, we are giving away either a Devontae Smith or Micah Parsons jersey, depending on the team of your choice. We are obviously a rival podcast, so we've got fans of both. There is a tweet that's retweeted on our timeline, on our page. You'll see it right away. Retweet the tweet. Follow us if you aren't already. Comment a friend. If we get to 1,000 followers by Sunday, I know the Cowboys play Thursday, but we're making 1 p.m. when the NFL really officially kicks off with all the games, including the Eagles. That is the deadline.
Once Chris Hansen's on TV.
If you see Chris Hansen on your TV, when that red zone thing is counting down and it says 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it pops to him, that is when ballots are done, sealed, delivered.
Wait, is it Scott Hansen?
Scott Hansen, Chris Hansen. I think they should just combine and just do one big show.
Just a Hansen.
Hansen Power Hour. All right. So I know that was the longest technical notes of all time, but there is so much going on this season. I couldn't be more excited for everything that we have going on, whether it's pairing with these betting apps, doing these live streams. Literally, you'll see how we promote it if you follow us on Instagram or Twitter. But it is a boxing ring in the middle of a major casino in Atlantic City.
I can't wait.
Beat it. Plus this podcast. We had amazing guests last year. We'll have it more. I'm excited for the Sunday night shows. So it should be a fantastic, fantastic season. Hopefully our teams are good during the season. And that is where I give the floor to Kevin because, sir, it is your game day.
Thank you. And speaking of new seasons, new setups, I mean, it's me as well. I've gotten rid of my very formal desk here in my podcast studio, hanging out in my love sack. If you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, it's very comfortable. It's very, very hospitable. So trying something out. Feel comfortable. I feel more relaxed. And maybe when the Cowboys are ripping my heart out this season and I'm reacting early, on a Sunday evening, if I'm relaxed in the love sack, maybe I won't want to die.
I like that logic. It's easy, relaxed flow. Mm-hmm. It's like when Nick Miller in New Girl takes the muscle relaxer after his breakup with Jess so that he kind of just has no expectation. Mm-hmm. You know that line in Dodgeball when he's like, I found that if you have a goal and then you don't reach it, it's better to just have no goal at all.
Exactly.
And then you're never disappointed.
Exactly.
That's kind of how you feel. Is that exactly how you feel going into week one and beyond?
Yes. So the first thing I'm going to say about this game tonight, Dallas Cowboys heading to Tampa Bay, the Super Bowl defending champions. This is the first time. This is sort of like Notre Dame going to Florida State last weekend.
Oh, God.
This is the first game where the Tampa fans will be there in full force since COVID. Tampa is kind of turning into mass holes because they're just winning everything, right? They've won 2 Stanley Cups back-to-back now. They've won now the Super Bowl. They have boat parades. They're partying, right? The Tampa Bay Lightning Arena is the loudest arena in the NHL. They're going to be packing that house for Banner Night, and it's going to be unbelievably loud. And this is the first time they're also, as a whole, being able to see Tom Brady in person.
Yeah.
They're going to go wild. And one Tom Brady is going to feed off that unbelievably, because if there's something we know about Tom is he's the most competitive person I think this planet has ever seen. And once he gets into that atmosphere, I don't see anything stopping him tonight. The line had started at about 6. It went up to 6.5. It went up to 7. Then it went up to 8. The last I saw, they're sitting at is an 8.5 point favorite. If you're a betting man, you take the Bucs minus 8.5 all day and twice on Sunday. This line, the way it's been moving, shows me that Vegas knows that Tampa's going to win this game by double digits. I don't see how they don't. And I'm not just being my normal self as a Cowboys fan where I'm going to, sell low to hopefully then be excited. If the Cowboys hang in this game, I'm going to be excited. Do you see any chance? I'll walk through the logistics, but just from a 30,000 foot view, how do you even see the Cowboys hanging in this game, Aidan? I don't.
No, yeah, and I'll piggyback off you being negative fan. I'm negative rival here, where I hate the Cowboys, hope they lose, but I still take bias out of it. I don't know how they win this game. I was wondering if they might have like a Chiefs performance where they went into Foxborough after Brady came back and they won the Super Bowl the year after he was suspended. I believe that might have been the year that we beat them in the Super Bowl. I can't remember. It was Kareem Hunt's debut. He scored 3 touchdowns and kind of stole the moment. It was the Goodell clown shirt game.
Yes.
And the Chiefs kind of stole the moment. I do not see it. I just do not see it for the Cowboys. 2 things stick out to me, and I might be stealing your thunder here. So I'll stick to one. because I don't want to steal your thunder. This is your game.
Steal away. No, this is we're in this together.
We might be same brain. This might be our first same brain moment of the new
Season 2.
of season 2 that was renewed. Thank God. For a young, inexperienced secondary, I would not want my first game to be against Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown. Like
With Tom
sometimes
Brady
I
throwing the
forget
ball.
that Antonio Brown is on this team, and he's one of the best receivers of this past decade, and he's the third best receiver on this team.
Oh, and throw in Rob Gronkowski and OJ Howard
Yes,
and Cameron Brate.
yes. Oh, also, Ronald Jones is healthy again, and they still have playoff Lenny in the backfield to turn around to. I know that doesn't matter as much for the secondary, but we are if we want to list all the skill position players. So yeah, that sticks out to me. If you're like, what matchup wins for the Buccaneers? It's that. This has the makings of like a Big 12 game where Texas Tech is always in these games where we're like, well, yeah, they scored 40, they lost by 20. That it's going to be that on a smaller scale with the Cowboys, where Dak will get his great receiving core on the other side of the Cowboys, and fail in comparison to what's going to go on in Tampa Bay going up against this inexperienced secondary.
So I going to that point, I don't even know how much Dak is going to get of his, to be honest with you.
You don't think so?
This Tampa defense is legit. This Tampa defense didn't lose a person. They just activated Ndamukong Suh off of the COVID list, while the Cowboys have put on Zach Martin on the COVID list, who would be trying to defend said Ndamukong Suh. But now instead, Connor McGovern is going to be there. But how about Jerry Jones all week? Where there's a will, there's a Jerry Jones-ism, right? He's like, well, we're not going to give up there now. What? Yep, but 2 negative tests. And we're like, everyone has already ruled him out, Jerry. He's like, nope, 2 negative tests. We're like, no, like he has symptoms. The man is sick. Even if he has 2 negative tests and he feels like shit, you're just going to throw him out there just because he's Zach Martin? Like, were they just going to, they're still thinking about, so Noah Brown, Brandon Knight, and Zach Martin were on the COVID list for the Cowboys. Noah Brown was taken off Wednesday, so now he's cleared to play. So the Cowboys have had a idea to fly their COVID protocol players on a separate plane and have them isolate in Tampa. What if like Zach Martin had a negative test at like 4:30 on Wednesday, and then he gets another one at 4? So they're going to just have him isolated in Tampa and then all of a sudden grab a Uber XL at 5:00 and send him to the game. Like, is that their plan?
I genuinely believe that's the plan. That's like when Alabama was playing the national championship and Tua had sprained his ankle in the SEC championship. So they flew him around in a jet and an air cast and his leg in an air cast to make it less swelling, and then just popped him into the game. That is legit what they're doing on a different level.
I think Jerry Jones would like put him in a helicopter and land it on the 50-yard line at halftime and have Zach Martin run off the helicopter. Like, the savior is here for the second half.
If he could, that'd be disrespectful to the Ed Sheeran performance we have coming up. But is that at halftime or pregame?
I think it's pregame.
Was that the funniest graphic of all time?
Oh, the 3 of them on there?
Yeah. I love it.
I thought it was you for a second.
Yeah.
The red hair. You're much better looking than him, though.
Thank you.
He's not a handsome fella.
I don't get that often, so thanks.
But so Zach Martin's out, right? Lyle Collins.
Doubtful.
I'm putting him as out. Lyle Collins, the starting right tackle, has been dealing with stingers the last couple weeks. He missed all of last season. There's a chance he may not make it through this entire game. That entire right side of the offensive line then will be Connor McGovern and whoever the heck they think can handle the right tackle position, which is no one that's on this team. And then can you ever, at this point, fully depend on Tyron Smith at left tackle making it through an entire game? I don't want to say he's on the level of Peters.
Yes.
But he's getting there. He's the guy that, he's going to miss. You punch your card in to start the season and he's already missing 4 games. Like it's
a slow and sad decline. And like watching that family dog start to not run around the yard as much.
Yep. So they have just dogs on that defensive line. Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh.
And the whole front 7. The linebackers fly around too.
So you have Dak Prescott coming off of a horrific injury last year where he has not stood in the pocket with dudes coming at him because, one, he didn't play in the preseason at all. And then he missed 2-3 weeks of camp as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about the injuries. I think the injuries are fine. I think his leg is fine. I think his throwing arm will be fine. I'm more worried about the jitters, right? Of those guys flying all around him, guys at his feet, the pressure that's definitely going to be coming up the middle with Zach Martin missing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. And at the same time where he knows in the back of his head, shit, I got to be keeping up with Tom Brady in that receiving core. And he's going to be pressing and pressing. And there was an interview with Ezekiel Elliott, who I think Zeke's going to have a very good season. I think he's in the best shape that he's been in since his rookie year. He said 95% of the running plays go behind Zach Martin. He said it in an interview.
Yeah.
So now what? Where are we going?
Home.
Yes.
Probably.
With a 13-point loss. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm not one of these guys, these Cowboy fans, like I've been showing you, with 3-paragraph long things about it. We're going in to shock the world, and another guy in his basement just yet. Like, can we just step back, guys?
No. Listen, you got to let them have their day, because today is the only day where
true.
you get to do that. Every fan base gets one day to be positive and upbeat, and this is the year, and we're going to shock the world, and this is the best team we've had in a while. And then you go out and get your ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize, then you come back down to earth. But you get this day. Everybody gets this day of hope and positivity, unless you're a fan of the Texans, which God bless, you have no hope. You have no positivity. Thanks for coming out. See you in 2024.
Or you're
Everybody
just,
else, though.
Except for me.
Except for you. But you got to have this moment. Let them have this moment.
Okay, I'll let them have this moment. Idiots. I'm not saying the Cowboys can't win the division. I'm not saying the Cowboys can't win 10 games, because I think they can. But they can't win this game.
My nightmare is that they're 0-2 going into Monday Night Football against the Eagles. We'll get screwed out of it, which is a very likely scenario, right?
If they're 0-2, they're going to Tampa and then to the Chargers.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, the Chargers.
Good. Very good.
Should we just say it now? We didn't have a place to put it. I think they're our team who's not our team, but we're going to root for them like our team.
Yes. Austin Eckler, Herbert, Derwin James, Drew Tranquil coming back. Yes. Bosa. I love these guys.
I do love them. I love Justin Herbert. I think he's the sophomore phenom this year. There's one every single year. He is the one this year. I will say we did our branded fantasy football draft last night. I draft Austin Eckler first round. He gets hurt in less than 12 hours. I wish I am just a dark rain cloud, and I just feel bad for every single person who comes in contact with me.
I mean, I can already see the stat line for week 2. I know we're jumping ahead here. 27 of 34 for 386 yards and 3 touchdowns for Justin Herbert against the Cowboys.
And Dak. Whatever the over is in that game, fine.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Fine. Okay. Just tempt me a little bit more. Who cares? That has the makings of last year when they played the Falcons, and the Falcons had good skill position players with Ridley and Julio.
Yep.
And Matt Ryan is a decent quarterback, and it was just a shootout until the watermelon kick, which was unbelievable. If there's a Falcons West, it's the Chargers. I could see that game going very similar.
Yes. All right, but back to today's game. And and shifting gears to the defensive side of the ball here now. Like you said, it's a very young, inexperienced. Well, shouldn't say inexperienced because they're starting Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis in the slot, who have been on this team for 4 or 5 years and haven't done anything, but they're still here. So they have experience, but not good experience. And then we have Trayvon Diggs, who's supposed to be their number one lockdown corner. Second year, he was okay last year. I've seen some good things out of him. I like him. His son's very cute.
Thank you.
But I don't know.
Well, here's the problem. Say he's stellar tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Say he plays the best game of his life.
Okay, great. You took one
Who
guy.
cares? Yeah. He took away who? Mike Evans, and then Chris Godwin's in the slot. Antonio Brown's on the other side, and someone has to match up with Rob Gronkowski and the other tight ends that they have. I mean, who is the Cowboys' CB2? Is it Aidan Diggs himself, his son? Because it might as well be, and they have to go up against like 3 Pro Bowl receivers. Trayvon Diggs could be fantastic. It would not even matter.
Well, and you said who is their number 2? I mean, it technically would have been Boss Man Fat, who is injured. He didn't look like a CB2. Anthony Brown has been getting his ass beat for years. He's the guy I told you. I think he was drafted in the 6th round, who has a literal potato chip tattooed on his shoulder with his draft number.
I can't wait for the game where he gets an interception and they go to that. And you'll be like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where you're like, that's it.
Yeah,
like,
there it is.
TV. There it is.
Vince, I'm sure you can find an Anthony Brown tattoo. Find that, put it on the screen. But
tattoo potato chip.
Look
at that timing. Wow. Also, love the guy who photoshopped the Pringles. Over his. That's mean.
Like, I get it, but
yeah, that doesn't give me much hope if he has to cover Antonio Brown tomorrow night. Speaking of not giving me much hope, can I recuse myself from liking the Steelers? Because I saw Juju Smith's TikTok where, what?
I didn't see it.
Did you see it?
No.
Maybe we'll have Vince plug it in the edit.
Do I need to release him off my branded sports fantasy team?
I would. No. I know I'm getting off track, but just no. That is not the Steelers way. That is not the gold standard. You clicking your feet, laying down like this, like a I don't even know, like a girl
like
in a movie. Like, no. Like, you know how every girl in the high school movie sits in their bed like this.
Oh,
with their
yes.
hands in there, and they're listening to music and they're clapping their feet together.
Yeah.
Like Dorothy from Kansas. That's what Juju Smith-Schuster's TikTok was like. What are we doing?
Like waiting for the season to come?
It wasn't even that. It was just weird. It was just odd. You guys play the Bills. What are you doing?
Yeah, like go to practice.
He is something else. Sorry to get us off track.
No, that's
let me get us back on track here. I got one thing on the defense for you. I love Micah to death. He is going to be too amped up.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about it.
Yep.
He's going to overplay something. He's playing the greatest quarterback of all time. He's going to be too amped up. He's going to make a mistake where he shoots the gap the wrong way. He overplays and Brady hits him with a pump fake and then Gronk's behind him. There will be a play there where he's just too amped up. I can see it coming, unfortunately.
Brady's going to be messing with him all night.
Yeah,
because that's what Brady does.
Did you see that Hard Knocks clip where DeMarcus Ware was like flat out warning him?
Yeah.
Like Chernobyl warning him.
Yes.
Like, wee woo.
Yeah.
This is exactly what he's going to do. He did it to me.
Yep. Like they show the clip where he's like 94. And DeMarcus is like, I just like freaked out. And
and then he just started like roaming.
Yeah.
Didn't play his assignment. It didn't matter anyway because Randy Moss was standing in the back of the end zone by himself and they scored a touchdown. It's just like he's just playing mind games with you. Micah in his first start on the road on a banner ceremony, it's not going to go well. No, Vince, I don't think that's the one. He might have deleted it. If you'll find it. That's the one. Hold on. The first one. Let's pull this up because does the sound work? You're seeing this, Kevin, right?
Yes.
You understand?
I can't unsee it.
Not what I want my receivers to be doing in the locker room.
Real quick, I just noticed this for the first time, the start of season 2. We are on the wrong sides of the offensive and defensive line here.
Thanks.
A good start.
There it is. Oh, well.
Welcome to season
That's
2.
funny. Yeah.
So Brady's going to be messing with those corners. He's definitely going to be targeting Micah. Could I see Micah have a sack in this game? Yeah, I could. But I see a double-digit win. I really do. 27-17, 32-20, something like that.
34-23.
Yeah.
It's not, it'll never be a blowout, but it'll also never feel like the Cowboys have control.
Yep. Especially,
does that make sense?
let's say like Tampa gets the ball first, and it's not even like a shot play, but let's just say Brady has a methodical Brady drive right down the field, scores a touchdown. That place is going nuts. Now Dak is just like, all right, well, that's what I got to do all night. And then he's just getting hit in the mouth.
Or I think it'd be worse. Cowboys get the ball first, hand it off to Zeke 2 times. It's 3rd and 12. And you throw it short to Amari Cooper. Now it's 4th and 6. You give Brady the ball. Now he's going to have the ball to start the second half.
Yep.
Mr. 2-minute drill himself. He's going to go down and get a field goal at the end of the half and then get the ball back to start the second half. That's what the Patriots have been doing for 20 years with him. It's going to carry over with Tom Brady as well.
Yep.
And then that's where you lose the game, is that sandwich at the end of the half, beginning of the half, right there.
Now, Cowboys fans that are listening or watching on YouTube, stay with me here, okay? I am your logic. I am not DC4L on Twitter, okay? I'm not. But guess what? I've been a Cowboys fan all my life. Die hard. Educated.
You are DC4L.
I am, but I'm not DC4L, okay? A DC is a fucking DC4L is delicious Coors Light, something, okay? It's not fucking Dallas Cowboys for life, okay? Just be a fan, enjoy the game, process the game, understand expectations, understand what is going to happen in this game, and then don't freak the fuck out when it happens. Because I know these same fans are like, we ain't losing Super Bowl on Friday after the 34-23 loss are going to be like, fire Mike McCarthy. Dak can't do it. I can't believe we paid him all this money. I can't believe we didn't draft an offensive lineman in the first round and Mike apart. Relax. This was supposed to happen.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Last year, week 1, Tampa went to New Orleans and got their ass kicked. Week 1, and then won a Super Bowl.
Yep.
We're a long way from the end of the journey.
And we even have an extra week this year.
Yes, you got 17 weeks to do it. So you can't overreact to week 1. That's kind of where we're at with the college football season right now.
Yep.
And we will overreact either way, no matter what.
Of course.
I have my prediction for the Eagles coming up. I know exactly how this plays out. I've been a fan long enough. But you're right. Any closing thoughts on the Cowboys? Because I think we're on the same page. Just take your tail kicking, go home, regroup. It's a long season. It's 17 weeks. You'll be fine.
I've been joking, like, don't even start Dak in this game. Just
it'll be good to like gab him, like throw, like see him out there. You know,
he needs
sometimes the best way to swim is just to get dropped in the water.
Yep. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about him getting hurt or anything like that. It's just
no.
And he needs the rapport with these, especially with Amari Cooper, or excuse me, with CeeDee Lamb. He only had 3.5 games with CeeDee last year.
True,
So
I didn't even think about that.
So I mean, the two of them have not even, and then this offseason, he wasn't throwing at minicamp, and then he missed 3.5. So CeeDee and Dak, and they had no offseason last year basically because of COVID. So they need as much rhythm and timing as they can get. So yeah, Cowboys lose, like you said, 34-23, 37-20, 31-17, something in the range of that. It's a double-digit win. Go bet the Tampa Bay Bucs minus 8.5 and feel very good about it.
On OddsCrowd.
Yes.
And silver lining, you could win $30,000 off of it. If you're
And
a
you don't
Cowboys
have
fan.
to. You don't really have to worry about losing anything, just in case
There
the
you go.
Cowboys pull a miracle.
Yeah, that's true. Winner, one way or another.
All
All
right.
right.
You have to wait all the way until Sunday, but you're also maybe seeing this game with your very own eyes.
I will be live from Atlanta. I am excited to be there. I get to witness the debut of the Devontae Smith show.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a tweet today. AJ Terrell is the best corner on the Falcons team. He is young. He actually got taken one pick before CeeDee Lamb. So he is a second-year player who is their best-rated cornerback. They kind of seem to be in the Cowboy situation where they have Trayvon Diggs and nothing else. The Falcons have AJ Terrell and nothing else.
Speaking of, how are they not in that trade for Bradley Roby, who the Texans are sending to the Saints?
I don't know. I would have done it.
Sorry, I forgot to talk about that one. Yeah. Idiots.
No, that makes sense.
I hate this front office. They're the worst in the league when it comes to player acquisition. Not drafting, but player acquisition. Okay, continue.
The Texans probably there too.
Mm-hmm.
So Devontae Smith's show could be starting early. I can't wait to be there to see it. If they win, I'm going to Magic City probably. If they lose, I'm going to Magic City probably. Fair warning to my parents. I could go to Magic City and meet a special someone and bring home an aspiring small business owner. So who knows? Going to be a great weekend. I'm excited to see what Atlanta's like. I feel like they don't have the best tailgate.
Probably not.
But I feel like they have really good food.
Yeah.
Like Vince says,
there'll be soul food.
The lemon pepper wings will be A1. Cannot wait. For the Eagles themselves. So it is my friend's bachelor party. So this is it. Eagles. He's getting married. Do not let this man down. You get one bachelor party. Yep. This is it for him. Don't screw it up and ruin it for this poor soul. He wanted to go. Thank God. We almost went to Miami to watch the Phillies on Labor Day weekend. We had the long weekend.
Yep.
Thank God. Because I would feel so bad if he went there for his bachelor party and had to sit through watching the Phillies play the Marlins.
You would have been very drunk.
Yes. Well, one way or another, that's going to happen. So this week, I think there's going to be a lot of Eagles fans there.
No,
I remember that sign went that went viral for the Falcons where you could get season tickets like immediately for $700.
Yep.
Like I'm like 50,000th on the Eagles season ticket list. Like this isn't even for me. It's so that my kids can go to the games.
Yeah, you'll feel like it's a home game. I think E-Rock will probably be there.
He is. Yeah. Not only is he there, he's going to be with fans of Philly. Looking too far ahead, I'd like to get him on next week so we can recap and look ahead. Sorry to burst the bubble on that one, but that reminded me because he'll be down there and he's promoting a trip. So that means 40, 50 Eagles fans with him. Oh, yeah. So it should be loud for the Eagles. This is one of those games where we know how this goes. They're going to win this game on the road. Everyone's like, Jalen Hurts, real deal. Devontae Smith, real deal. The entire offense looks good against it. Falcons team. That's
Falcons.
They're the Falcons. They are terrorists. They are homegrown terrorists. Mm-hmm. So maybe I shouldn't say that this week of all weeks or this weekend. I'm going to stay away from that. But yeah, we win this game. Everyone's excited. We probably start 2-0, and then the wheels start to fall off because we don't have a lot of depth. We're not that good at key positions. We're really young at key positions. Mm-hmm. It'll be fine, but enjoy this week. I really think week one is our week. Like we talked about, you get 1 day for being positive. We might have 2 days and just appreciate the fact that we got 2. Sunday should be a good time. I think we win.
I can't wait. This is my prediction for you for this weekend. Lemon pepper wings.
Yes.
Very, very drunk.
Oh,
you get to see a Devonta Smith touchdown or 2, a Kyle Pitts touchdown, an Eagles win, and Magic City.
Yes. That if you could make a parlay of things that are going to happen, I'm very confident that is how that will go. And I will add, I heard that Mercedes-Benz Stadium is state of the art.
Oh,
If
yes.
Jalen Reagor catches a bomb, I'll never see the inside of it ever again because I will be asked to leave.
Julio! That's what you need to. That's just what you need to do if he scores.
Yeah, Julio 2.0. That looked familiar.
Oh God, you're gonna have so much fun.
Oh, and just it should be a great time. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for football to start. I'm excited for the Eagles. The only other point I had on the Eagles here, one, I think Jalen Hurts has a good week this week. Like I said, Devontae Smith should have a good week. I think the defense, we'll see. I want to see how they match up with Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts early on. It's a good early season test for them. We won't have Rodney McLeod today. And Vince, if you could pull this up, I sent it to the Birds vs. Boys Twitter DMs. We're doing the predictions for divisions and stuff like that. That's that time of year. We did it last week.
Yep.
Colin Coward, who I actually like a lot in terms of talking heads. Maybe it's because we came from the same analogy kingdom. Here's the Eagles going 3-14. I just don't see 3-14 in this team. I don't expect to be at the Super Bowl parade at the end of this, but 3-14.
So he literally has them as the worst team in the NFC.
Yeah, he has them worse than the Lions.
Lions. No.
I'm sorry.
I'm just looking through. Yeah, I think the Giants are going to be surprisingly better than people think. But, yeah, they have more than 3 wins in them. Don't they have they have technically the easiest schedule in the league, quote unquote, by the numbers.
Yes. We play the Jets. We play the Giants twice. I believe if we're talking like playoff teams for a year ago, if Washington counts, we play them twice. And then we play the Chiefs.
You're going to get one win out of the Dallas series, I think.
We always split, so there's one. Like in the division, you can end up 3-3.
Yep.
I mean, look at the playoff teams that we play. It's Washington, it's Kansas City, and I can't even think of who else.
Which I will be at that game, and I'm so excited about.
That is one of those games. That's the moment. That is the moment right there. So we start strong. I think we beat Atlanta. I'd be very confident in our home opener against San Francisco. We're sitting at 2-0, reminiscent of Wentz's rookie year, where there's talent there, but there's not depth. There's not enough talent. And then Patrick Mahomes shows up, and you realize just how talented a talented team is.
So where I could see the Eagles winning more than 3 games in the schedule here, I think they can beat Atlanta, and I think they do beat Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can beat the Panthers. I just don't know if they will.
I think they will.
I think they can beat the Raiders in Vegas.
The dumbest team in the league. They're so dumb. Yeah, that'll be a home game.
They can and will beat the Lions. That's 4 already.
Yeah.
They can and will beat I'm just doing non-division. The Jets. And I think they can have a run with the Broncos.
Yes, that's 6 non-division. It's not that hard of a schedule. It's probably fool's gold. Great movie, Matthew McConaughey. Kevin Hart is the villain. Kate Hudson. Fantastic movie. If there was a movie to sponsor the Eagles season this year, it is fool's gold.
Yes. Colin, stop. And I hate the Eagles. But I respect the Eagles because they scare the living shit out of me every year. But yeah, I think they start with a dub this weekend, and that gets them 1/3 of the way there, Colin.
Well, yeah, start strong. 1/3 of 33% done.
Oh, God.
Love to see it.
I just can't believe football's here.
I'm so excited. Just it won't hit me until I'm like literally walking into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, looking up at that insane roof that they have. Might see Kanye up there. I don't know if he's still living in that thing or what. But yeah, that's when it'll hit me when I'm walking in. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I hear that stadium is incredible.
Yeah, should be fun. So yeah, great slate of games.
What other one other game besides the Eagles game that you're most excited about?
This is a dumb one, but probably Chargers Washington.
Okay.
because it's the one game when we're about to do our betting picks. Going through the games, that was the game where I was like, I have no clue what happens. Maybe it's not the most entertaining game, but
Yep.
it's the one game where I'm like, I flip of a coin who wins that game. How about you?
I think Patriots Dolphins, just because I want to see what this Patriots team is. I want to see Mac Jones. I want to see what Tua is in his second year. And I think this Miami team is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited for that one.
That should be a good one. I'm excited for Texans Jaguars.
Yes.
Just to see truly how bad that they are. Should be a good test for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
To see if they are the worst football team that has ever existed since the Lions went. Or who went 0-6? Was it the Lions or the Browns?
Lions did and Browns did.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, I truly think that the Texans may be able to match that.
Rod Marinelli, the Cowboys' ex-defensive coordinator, was the head coach of the Lions when they went 0-16.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was the
Love to have
year,
those
I
guys.
believe, when your boy Dan Orlovsky ran out of the back of the end zone.
Was it? I was literally about to ask if that was the same year.
I really do think it was.
Do you think what's more attractive? The salary at ESPN or the salary saving UConn football for Dan Orlovsky? What do you,
I'm staying
who do you think
on
pays
TV.
more? I'm probably staying on TV. Safer.
Yeah.
I just wonder who pays more.
Because he's probably going to get a spot on so now Michael Irvin's on Mondays on First Take and Tim Tebow is going to on Fridays. I could see Orlovsky Wednesdays. He's going to be getting more and more involved with everything ESPN wise. He's good looking. He's good at what he does. He speaks well. I mean, stay.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll probably only rise through the ranks there.
Yes.
So yeah, I just, everyone has that itch.
Oh yeah.
I want to be the guy to save the program and turn it around. We'll see. That's my dark horse though for head coach of UConn if they continue with this program because oh my God.
Yeah, it's worse than Rutgers.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you lose to Rutgers. We don't need to talk about it.
That was much more of a beatdown than I expected.
I was shocked. I knew we were going to be bad. I didn't realize we were going to be that bad.
Yeah.
So maybe this Eagles 3-14 thing, maybe I'm just so blinded by love of my teams that I don't realize just how truly toxic these relationships are.
All right. You want to get into our picks here and then we'll get into our TikToks?
Yes, let's do it. So last year, Kevin and I would always give 2 picks for the NFL. This year, we have the help of OddsCrowd to do it. Pull up their app. Take a look at this here. It's very easy. I've got mine up. I just gave away one of my picks. If you were looking at the screen on YouTube, would you like to go first or would I like to go first?
You would like to go first because I hate all these games. I mean, I like them, but the spreads are just...
It's hard to get feeling out process of everything. All right. So I've got 2. I'll go with my first one here. And that is, I have Panthers -4.5. The revenge game for Sam Darnold week 1 against the Jets.
Love that.
I don't think the Jets are going to be terrible like they were last year, but I don't think they turn this around week 1.
No.
And I think we both are high on Matt Rule teams and their elevation as he continues to coach at a place. Add Christian McCaffrey back. I think the Panthers are going to be at the very least mediocre, which is better than the Jets. So Panthers -4.5 is my first pick.
So my first pick is the Monday night game in Baltimore. Raiders at Ravens.
I'm pretty sure it's Las Vegas, right? Because the debut in the stadium. That influences your
pick.
Is it?
Oh. Yeah, you must be right, but the home, hold on. I'm just looking on OddsCrowd. Oh yeah, so I don't understand why the home team OddsCrowd should be on the bottom.
Yeah, they flipped it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so it does not affect me. Yes, that's right. Opening the stadium. John Gruden's a mess. Mike Mayock is a puppet. People are picking the Raiders to be better than expected. I don't think so. I like the Ravens -4. I could see them winning this game by a touchdown. Lamar Jackson has something to prove this year because I feel like people are already starting to doubt him. The pundits are already saying, is this the year the NFL figures out Lamar Jackson? I think he's
Oh my God.
he's ready to prove the haters wrong, even though he's had haters since forever.
Since Louisville. Yeah.
Yeah. So Baltimore is a much better seasoned team, and I think Harbaugh will have them ready heading into Vegas to solidify a win -4.
Let's stay with that game. That is my second pick here.
Mm.
So I'll go with it. So debuting Allegiant Stadium, going to be a lot of energy in the crowd. I think that field will be very fast. Those new fields, those state-of-the-art stadiums seem to have faster turf and everything like that. So I think it'll be an interesting game, a lot of juice. The Raiders are just an undisciplined team.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens are a very disciplined team, but it'll be a fast game. I think there will be some points. You can get over 49 in this game at -131. I would take over 49. I think it's just kind of
easy money.
I think it'll be easy. I think it'll be a track meet, but I do agree with you. I think the Ravens are just flat out better, and they kind of spoil. You know how I feel from last year. Stadium debuts give you a +1, but I just don't see it in this case.
Me either. And they already played in it, so it's technically not a debut.
That's true. Debut with fans.
Yeah.
They already used that energy last year.
Exactly. So it's not really a debut.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right. I'm going to go to the game that you said you're very excited about. Washington football team, Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers.
My stay away game.
Yes. But the Chargers are only a 1-point dog here. I just think they're a very good team and a team that's out to prove something. Washington's coming off of the division win. It's the first game with Ryan Fitzpatrick playing for them. You never truly know what you're going to get from Fitzpatrick. It's either 6 touchdowns or 5 picks. So you never know. But Justin Herbert, I feel like, is a much more steady quarterback. Like you said, I think he's going to take it to the next level. So I like the Chargers as the dog here. Basically, all they do, just win the game or lose by 1. Well, no, they have to win outright because you can't lose by 0.5 point. But I like them winning this game outright. So I will take the Chargers +1.
All right.
Maybe that's also just my hate for the Red Hogs or the Red Wolves, whatever they're gonna
whatever
name them. And listen to Spitballing with me and CEO Joe, where we break down the possible new Washington football team names.
Nice. Two podcasts coming out this week.
I know. Wild.
All right. So those are our picks. We'll get them in on OddsCrowd. Hopefully that gets us off to a jump start on the way to $30,000.
Yes,
so join
please.
in, download OddsCrowd. You'll see it. It's the first thing that pops up on the home screen for the betting leagues.
Yep.
Is the 2 competitions are the college football season long one where you can win $3,000 and the NFL season long one where you can win $30,000. You will see it immediately, and you will see both of our names in there. Hopefully near the top.
For some reason, Vince just dominates betting for no reason.
We were killing it on VigIt.
Yeah,
I've been losing my steam with baseball.
Yeah, I got to get my 20 bets in.
Yes. Yep. All right. It is TikTok time. First TikTok of the new season. I think we have a good one tonight. Vince, would you like to join us here, my friend?
How happy is Vince going to be here? First episode of the new season, and we're going to be under an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. Well, maybe. It depends how much we nonsense in the next 5 minutes.
We didn't start recording until 6 minutes over this little number, so I think we're going to be good.
Well, Vince, it's all up to you on how much nonsense happens right now.
Yes.
It typically is during this segment. So
yes.
it's going to be as long as you want it to be.
I don't appreciate the hate, but
I'm not saying it's hate. I'm just saying it's squarely on your shoulders.
All right. Let's get right to it then, I guess, so we can stop blaming Vince.
We are doing NFL award predictions here in the preseason for the end of the season. So we've got 5 categories: offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, and MVP. Our triangle, as normal, we'll go with our rookie of the years first. let's start with offensive rookie of the year. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Good. All right. So offensive rookie of the year for me, I think the obvious choice is Trevor Lawrence, quarterback. So he gets a lot of stats, pick first overall. I'm very worried about this Jaguars team. I think they're going to be really bad and it tanks them, kind of like Joe Burrow last year. So I'm going outside of the box. I'm going with Najee Harris. I think he's going to step in right away, be RB1 for Steelers. Steelers are going to be pretty good, and he'll get a lot of touches. So I'm going with Najee Harris. I know running back isn't typically the award winner. This might be different.
I am going chalk here. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. I think he is the real deal. I think he showed it in that last preseason game against the Dallas Cowboys where he tore up their second and third string, but he looked like the real deal. He looked like everything we've expected him to be since high school. And I feel like he's just been waiting for this moment, ready for this moment. He's mature beyond his age. I think he's married already. He got engaged in college, which is wildly unbelievable that all these Southern SEC guys are like getting engaged in college. What are you doing? But that's a story for another time. But I think he's ready for this moment. Even if they don't win a lot of games, I feel like he's going to put up a lot of stats and, he'll be rewarded.
So like Aidan, I went a little bit off the beaten path here. Not like me, I know. But I don't think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence either. I think that team is too bad for him to win anything. But I went a different route than Najee Harris. I have Kyle Pitts just because I would love to see what kind of season it would take for a tight end to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I think if anyone can do it, it's Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. We always said he could redefine the position, so that makes sense. All right. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I wonder who we think Defensive Rookie of the Year will be on this podcast. I will get mine out of the way. Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
There it is. Boom, boom, boom.
So no chance he wins it.
Yeah, we probably just jinxed him. All right, so we're moving past the rookies to our more seasoned vets. Let's do Offensive Player of the Year first. I have a guy who could probably also win Comeback Player of the Year, but I have Christian McCaffrey.
You want to do? Okay, I was gonna say you want to do Comeback Player of the Year first, but you already did it, so
too late. Yep, I already messed it up and did Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe I could just double down and give them both awards. I just think McCaffrey gets so much volume that a guy who missed the entire season last year and then could lead the league in rushing this year, lead the league in touchdowns this year, it's kind of hard to pass him up for Offensive Player of the Year. Just sheer volume, and nothing is going to change this year for Carolina.
I love that pick. I really do. I was thinking about choosing McCaffrey, but I'm going to go a different way here from you. I'm going to go Devontae Adams. They put up on the Instagram, this is their season, the last dance. I think, he led the league, I believe, in receiving and touchdowns last year. He is an absolute beast. I think he is 1A, if you want to say, as receivers in the league. And I think him and Aaron Rodgers are going to put on an absolute show this year.
Yeah, so it came down to Devontae Adams and Christian McCaffrey for me because correct me if I'm wrong, Offensive Player of the Year is like skill position, correct? Can a quarterback get it?
I think a quarterback can, but
a quarterback can, but then they always give quarterbacks MVPs. So this is like the offensive player who's not the MVP.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I went Christian McCaffrey just because I don't know. I think that team's going to be a lot better than people think they are.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like Aidan's been talking up Matt Rule all year, and this is where I get all my football information. This podcast. So I'm going Christian McCaffrey here. The fact that he was just hurt for an entire year and he's the first fantasy draft pick in every league still, I think means something. I just think that I don't think he's going to miss a step. I think he comes back is the best weapon in the league again.
Matt Rule, the one that got away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we shift to the other side of the ball. Defensive Player of the Year. I have Myles Garrett. So 2 years ago, he assaulted someone with his helmet. Last year, he got COVID, and he admitted that it really messed him up. A full healthy year of Myles Garrett on an improved defense where they can't shift all of the attention to him. I think this is an easy double-digit sacks situation for him. And I think the Browns are going to be good, which helps. And I just think another guy, like we talked about volume with Christian McCaffrey, he's going to have a lot of 3rd and 12 with this Browns defense just peeling off and coming towards the quarterback. So I think Myles Garrett, if healthy, finally, full season, should have a phenomenal season. He's my defensive player of the year.
I love that pick too. I think he has an actual chance to break the single season sack record this year. I would not be surprised if he did that.
Don't you think like 15 is a very easily attainable goal?
Yes. With that defense and that defensive line where, like you said, you can't double up every play. Yeah, he's going to put on a show. But again, I'm just going to pick another player just so we don't have all the same here. I like Nick Bosa. Coming off the injury, he has a lot to prove this year. He was an absolute stud for San Francisco before he got hurt, and it was just devastating for that team and that defense when he got hurt. But he's back. He's healthy, and I think he's ready to roll, and I believe that defense is going to be right back to where they were. That whole team, I think, is going to be contending in the NFC West. And I think he's ready to put on a show and live up to the hype of his name, Bosa.
So I went Chase Young here. One of my favorite names. You hear he's a nice guy, but his name literally means pedophile. I'm going to say that over and over again just because I think it's hilarious. But it's like what Kevin just said. You can't double him because the rest of the O-lines or D-lines also good. So I feel like 15 is attainable for him too. Maybe not this year. Well, maybe this year. Who knows? I mean, everyone's saying they're the best defense in the league.
Yep.
That's all I got, Chase. I don't know. I thought I had. It seemed like a better. It seemed like a more. I was planning on someone else picking him, and I was just going to ride on
what they said.
Well, you started off hot by saying his name translated to pedophile, so.
It does. No one else is saying it. I thought PFT would at least say something.
Yeah, you got to send it to him. When he always does his "How are you getting ready for Sunday?" So maybe you should put that out there to him.
He does the literally translates too.
All right, so we've got 2 left. We added comeback player of the year at the end here. Do you guys want to knock that out and finish with MVP, or do you want to do MVP and you want to do comeback player of the year? All right, let's do comeback player of the year. I've got. The easy answer is Saquon. I'm not going easy answer. I'm going Carson Wentz coming back from the 16 injuries that he's had and the fact that his GM threw him under the bus today after he built a shitty team around him. He's coming back from having no receivers to throw to for 3 years straight. He finally has some talent around him. He's coming back from everything. He's coming back from being hated. He's coming back from being vilified. He's coming back from being injured. He's coming back from playing on a bad team. He's coming back from everything. Comeback player of the year, Carson Wentz.
If he gets that, I want to see you in a Carson Wentz Colts jersey.
Hell yeah. He should send me one at this point. The
He
amount
should.
of politicking I've been doing for him.
Should. Not
what Giovanni can twin around town.
Yeah. Yeah, Giovanni gets a jersey, but not you. What's that about?
I know. I mean, I love the kid, but I thought we were in this together.
I feel like you should have been the announcement for his number.
I know. I think I was runner up.
Yeah, I think you were.
will happily
Take
concede
second.
to Giovanni.
I'm going Christian McCaffrey here for all the reasons why you guys picked him as offensive player of the year. I think he's going to put on a show this year. He's just an absolute freak. I remember when he came out of Stanford, everyone's like, he's like a scat back type guy. No, dude can do everything. He can
That's
run.
because he's white.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, how about first white cornerback starting in the leagues in like 20 years for Washington this year?
Hell yeah.
Insane.
We are Penn State, baby.
But I think he's going to be great. I think the addition of Sam Darnold is going to help him out. There's weapons on the outside, which will, free up the box for him to run up the middle, and he's going to catch 100 balls too, which is absolutely insane. He could be a RB1 and a wide receiver 1 on a fantasy team.
Yeah, true.
I have Deshaun Watson. He was probably on his back for a lot of that, right? He had to be on his back for. Did I misunderstand the assignment?
No, a little bit, maybe. It'll do well on TikTok.
So MVP?
Yep, we're moving on to MVP. All right,
Oh,
MVP. Oh man, that's gonna do numbers on TikTok.
Compose.
All right, MVP. Is this the year Russell Wilson finally does it? I think so. I've got Russ Wilson as the MVP. I think up in Seattle, they're just kind of fed up with each other, and they're just gonna be like, "Fine, we're done running. Just Russ, you do whatever you want." Except that'll probably work out. With most guys, it wouldn't, but with Russell Wilson, it probably will. There's been very few guys in the league have thrown for 30 plus touchdowns every season. It's like him and Patrick Mahomes. So he's up there with all these other MVP candidates. He just hasn't quite finished off an MVP season. I think this is the year.
I hope you're right, because I drafted him in the branded fantasy draft last night, so that would help me out immensely. So I don't have to worry about flying to a strange destination, sitting in a airport all day, and then flying home. Sounds miserable. But I am going Patrick Mahomes. I think he's going to have a massive chip on his shoulder, not tattooed like Anthony Brown, but massive chip on his shoulder after that Super Bowl loss last year. And I think this team's going to be locked in and do whatever they have to do to get back to the Super Bowl and avenge that loss. And I think he is going to light this league up all season long. And I can't wait to watch him do it in person in Philadelphia. So Patrick Mahomes, MVP.
All right, so stay with me here.
Okay.
I think you guys will. I don't think
You're gonna
TikTok's going to come
go
with me.
young coup, aren't you?
No. So I'm going Matthew Stafford. I'm calling my shot a little bit here.
Love this.
It's a very, very long shot pick, but I haven't checked the odds on it, but I'm sure they're great. I don't think it's a terrible bet to take. He's in a brand new environment. He's finally in a franchise that isn't miserable and terrible. It's warm for once. He grew up. Did he grow up in California? I know he grew up with Clayton Kershaw, but
I think they're from
I don't
the
know
South, but still, it was warm. He
Whatever.
went to Georgia, so I think they're from Georgia.
he's a warm weather guy. He's been stuck in Detroit. Terrible franchise. I think this is if Sean McVay convinced us Jared Goff was good, I can't imagine what he's going to do with an actual good quarterback.
So the odds of him opened in April at 14-1. See if I can get it right now.
Tell you what, if you still got some stimulus check money lying around, and throw it on Matt Stafford MVP.
Sprinkle it, double that money.
Let's see here.
It's a great podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you guys can talk.
I didn't know we were looking it up. I think at 14-1, it was fine. Don't you think?
Plus 1,300.
Not bad.
It's honestly lower than I thought it would be, but it's still not bad.
Actually,
1,300 or 13,000.
That was to lead the league in passing.
I'll tell you what, though, if he leads the league in passing, there's a good chance that he'll be up there in the MVP rankings too, because if he's leading the league in passing and we think this is a good Rams team, he'll probably be in the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, only guys ahead of him are Mahomes, Dak, Josh Allen, Brady, Herbert. That's it.
What about Lamar? He's ahead of Lamar.
In passing yards, yeah. Then it's
Lamar would have to throw the ball.
Well, he's won. I thought we were talking about MVP, and Lamar won an MVP before.
Carson Wentz plus 8,500 to most passing yards.
That I can't see. As much as I love him, not going to happen.
He has to play 17 games for that to happen.
And they would rather run the ball.
Yeah.
Which will not help.
Nope.
No.
What's the qualification for comeback player of the year? Does it have to be an injury or someone that didn't play
I think
for a
it could
certain
be
amount of snaps
anything.
last year? Is Cam Newton eligible?
Should be.
I think he should be too.
You just have to have a good story, I think is what it is.
And I
It's
think
all
you
about
have
the
to have a
story.
team.
Yeah, too. That would help Cam Newton.
I'm still holding on to Washington bringing him in like week 4 and him just tearing the league up.
I think a team is waiting till after week 1 because if you sign a player after week 1, the contract's not fully guaranteed. So he'll be somewhere. Well, but I think Washington's the best fit for him. Washington or Houston.
Houston, just because he is talented and the 53 people on the team right now are not.
Mm-hmm.
So good
Except
luck
for Mark
to Houston. Yep. Tyrod Taylor's not bad. Brandon Cooks. All right. So good luck to Houston. Good luck to Jacksonville. That should be a shit show. Good luck to everybody. Like I said earlier, this is your day. You get to be positive. You get to be hopeful. Kevin, is not, but he'll get there. He'll definitely get there. He's excited that football's back at least.
So I'm
got
gonna enjoy
that.
the hell out of the game.
Enjoy the fact that you're going to watch it with full crowds and everything. We're back, renewed for season 2. If you haven't, rewind this all the way to the beginning and listen to the technical notes again, because to find all that information, you've probably listened to it 3 times. So thank you to OddsCrowd. Excited to be working with them this year. Thank you to VigIt. Thank you to Kevin and Vince for doing the live stream at the Showboat. That should be just the aesthetic of being in the boxing ring. I still can't get over. Every time I see a photo, it's unreal. So it should be fun. Thank you to Stateside Vodka. That should be flowing. If I can sneak it on my flight, I will.
What do I do before we get out of here? I'm trying to figure out my day on Sunday. We're starting at 4 o'clock games. I need to be there by 3 o'clock. Do I get there at 1 o'clock and just watch all the games all day, or do I drive during the 1 o'clock games and listen in my car?
You get there at noon. From noon to 1, you have 2 to 3 cocktails.
Blood thinners. Can only have 2 a day.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Wow. Never mind. My plan's off the table. Most of my plans involve alcohol, so I am not a good source on this one.
But
you can come at 1 and help your buddy set up.
Are you going to be there at 1?
There it is.
I don't know. I guess. What are they going to do? Kick me out?
Probably not. I just feel like I'd rather be somewhere to watch the games than be driving during the first games of the football season.
I know where I'll be. Hopefully you're here to listen to us or watch us on YouTube is where you'll be. Thank you to Stateside Vodka. Thank you to OddsCrowd. Thank you to everybody who listened to us last season, and you're back for another season. Can't wait to talk to you on Monday. Usually we'll be talking to you Sunday night, so we'll see. Good to talk to everybody again. Football is officially back.
And so are the tornado warnings. Might just stay in my basement.
Chris Hansen here, and I'm going to need you all to take a seat right over there and check out Birds versus Boys.
I think you're completely right here, and I hate it.
Yep. Hey, idiots. Stop doing dumb things.
I got 2 phones.
Upset alert. Upset alert. I might go insane.
I think you're already there.
There's no hope. Hope is gone.
If this was an AFC North podcast, we'd be done in 15 minutes.
Bob Hope. I'm going to drink bleach.
That is the team you promised me you were going to be this year.
This is the Consciously Hopeful podcast.
I'll be watching.